I can't do this with you anymore. I'm done with you. Let's get separated, Mary. Goodbye.
Okay, cool. Let's do it, Steve.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What the hell is that about? Is that easy for you? Shouldn't you I don't know, be a little troubled or something? How are you able to be so calm about all of this? You should be more shaken up or something.
That's weird. You don't like it when I'm okay with you divorcing me? I don't understand why. You're the one that asked me for a divorce, right? You should be glad that I'm accepting of your decision. By the way, I want to know, what's the reason you want to divorce me?
I got tired of your lazy and brutish behavior around the house. I'm done dealing with that kind of attitude. I frankly don't even look at you like you're a woman anymore. You're just a troll. Get the hell out of my house!
Get out of your house? You've got to be smoking something, right?
Oh wait, you thought I was joking? Oh, that makes way more sense now. No, I'm dead serious, Mary. I'm gonna get a divorce from you, do you understand?
Seriously, Steve? How stupid do you think I am? You really need to stop being so full of yourself. If you want to get a divorce, I will absolutely go forward with a divorce. Honestly, I really felt like this marriage was dead in the water anyway. You and I were just really not getting along anymore. There's no more spark. But I just wanted to hear your reason once, you know? I figured that there would be more to it than just, there's no more love anymore.
You know how you've really become a fat whale recently?
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you compare yourself now to yourself a few years ago, you're like a baby elephant with how fat you are now. And you stop doing any of the chores around the house, you just do nothing. You're literally doing nothing as a housewife now. You serve no purpose around me, you know what I mean? And somehow you sit here pretending like you're all that. You really have a lot of attitude, huh? How about you act more like a lady and start making your husband look better for you, huh? Make his life a little easier.
Hey, I have a better idea. How about I pick apart your argument piece by piece, huh?
What are you talking about, piece by piece?
The only reason that I gained weight was because of my treatment from being sick last year. It's literally a side effect of my steroids. I know I'm fatter, and I don't like the way I look either, but I'm slowly starting to gain my old body back, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll be back to my old self in no time. The doctors also already told me that I should be back to my regular weight within the year. They're not too worried about it either, so I really shouldn't be worried about it either.
I don't know about that. We'll see. I'm pretty sure you're just making up excuses for getting fatter anyway. You probably got fatter because of your own lifestyle, right?
Dude, don't get started with me. You're pretty round around the edges yourself.
Hey, you can't say that to me. I'm a man. It can't be helped.
Okay, so it's alright if you lose weight and become fat, but I'm not allowed to gain weight because of side effects from life-saving treatment? I'm really okay with whatever at this point. Everything you say has no effect on me at all. Also, you were talking to me about how the chores around the house were starting to get sloppy. That would be because you quit your job, Steve. And after you quit your job, everything started going to shit. Because I had to start working a full-time job to make sure that our house was able to survive. I wasn't at home nearly as long as I used to be when, you know, I had a functioning husband.
You're gonna blame it on my work? How dare you? I actually work full-time right now, too. You can't use that against me.
I'm working my 9-to-5 job too, and I'm actually making more money than you right now. But you don't seem to really be doing any of the chores at all, and I'm still having to pick up all the slack. You seem to be cutting back on the time that you come home on your own, too. No one said you don't come home to help out. I feel like, realistically, you just haven't realized that I'm having to do all of that for you.
Stop being such a smartass. Oh my god. You're so annoying. That whole attitude is so damn annoying. Ugh.
So annoying. That's literally all you say as soon as someone shoves something in your face that proves you're in the wrong. You're such a child. I was honestly considering getting a divorce with you two. I know, surprise, surprise, right? But you're sitting here telling me that the whole reason we're going to be getting a divorce isn't because of yourself or your attitude, but it's my fault, correct? You don't want to take any responsibility in the fact that this marriage failed. That's how I'm interpreting everything. Tell me I'm wrong.
Of course, that's exactly what I'm saying. I literally have done nothing bad for us. You're the only reason that we are having to go through this, not me, you!
Ah, okay, sure. I see. I actually have some plans of my own then, just so you know. I'm going to have to get everything ready for the divorce if you don't mind. I'm totally okay with us getting a divorce, but I need to get prepared and whatnot, so... You actually might want to start getting prepared too. I'm sure it's not going to be as easy and simple as you think.
What are you talking about getting prepared? Whatever, I guess out of the kindness of my heart, I'll wait for you. If that's all it takes for me to be able to get a divorce with you, I'm okay with waiting around for you to get ready. But you have to promise me to get the hell out of the house ASAP, okay?
I told you, you must be crazy if you think that I'm going to be leaving this house.
Stop being a nuisance, oh my god! I'm not gonna change my mind. I don't have time to be dealing with you, Mary. Such a busy man, don't you understand? I want to move on with my life and go to the next girl. Do you understand? You're just getting in my way. Okay, I'm not gonna be going home today. Bye.
Yeah, I don't really care what you're going to do. You really don't have to come home ever. Not just today. Goodbye.
Hey, the divorce papers have already been submitted and accepted, right?
Yeah, they have been. Congratulations! We're successfully strangers now. You must be so happy. Good luck with the rest of your life, buddy. I wish you the worst.
You better stop messing with me, Mary.
What? What the hell are you gonna gripe about now?
Let me guess, you're still just sitting in my home and planning on living there, right? Why are you staying at my house when we've literally divorced each other? How the hell do you expect me to get home? It's awkward.
It seems like you're coming home while I'm away anyway, right? That's what it looks like anyway. And honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of this whole shtick where you're saying that you don't want me to be here.
You literally took the words from my mouth. Why do I, the owner of the house, have to put up with some stranger being in my house? I should be able to go home whenever I want.
Wait, house owner?
We've gotten a divorce already, Mary. You need to hurry up and get the hell out of my house. I'm gonna be living my new life at that house. That house is where I want to start my next chapter. If you're sitting there, reminding me of all the old and bad news, then my life won't start, don't you get it?
You mean you want to live here with your mistress, right? That's what that actually means.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Dude, I figured it out. Stop pretending like you don't know what I'm talking about. It's useless and frankly insulting. The real reason you want the divorce is because you were having an affair, right? That's why you want me to leave the house ASAP. It's not because you want to start the next chapter of your life. You want to hurry up and bring in your mistress to disappoint her in our bed. That's what you're saying, right?
I mean, if you've already figured that out, then yeah, I guess there's no point in hiding any of it. You've already gotten the divorce, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore anyway. Yeah, you're right. I have someone I want to get married with already. A very special woman, in fact. You're just a nuisance, someone that gets in the way. I want you to get the hell out of my house, but you're just living there. As if it's your birthright or something. It's really starting to bother me and I can't stand it. Get the hell out! You should really start praying for our happiness, huh? How about that?
You know, I've been wanting to ask you this, but are you sure you're not making a mistake about something, Steve?
What? Making a mistake about what? I don't get it. You really are the one making the mistake right now, Mary. You must think that you are some kind of insane high-value wife that everyone will be drooling over. You're actually just some useless wife that has no worth when you're married. How about looking in the mirror first and having that conversation with yourself?
Before you start being rude and making regretful comments, you should probably calm down first. I feel like you think that you own the house, Steve. Is that what's going on?
Stop saying things that don't make any sense, Mary. I've been telling you to get the hell out already. I'm gonna call the police on you.
The police? Why would you call the police?
I don't know if you got some kind of feelings left from me that you're still dragging on or what, but you were dumped by me, don't you understand? Why are you still at my house? Get out! If you don't want me to call the police on you for trespassing, get the hell out right now.
You realize that this house was built by my father, right?
Wait, what?
You know, I always knew you were an idiot, but I actually didn't think you were this stupid. How far are you going to take this misunderstanding before you snap out of your delusions? This house was built by my father, who was an architect. It has nothing to do with you. And just to be crystal clear with you, this house is absolutely in my name, and you haven't paid a single penny for any of the expenses, have you? The only person who should be leaving in this situation should logically be your dumbass.
Wait, what? Hang on, what are you talking about? It's my house, right? I'm the husband, therefore it should be my house.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with anything. Besides, you were my husband, right? We're strangers now. You were the one that suddenly suggested getting a divorce out of the blue, and yet here you are, coming back to my house that my father built specifically for me to live in. Are you starting to get the picture? You really are some kind of stupid. And then you were trying to chase me out of my own home. Are you being serious right now? Your misunderstanding is actually kind of pissing me off, too. You're the one who's going to be thrown out of the house, you understand? Pack your shit and get the hell out of here before I start throwing your crap out for you.
Wait, hang on just a second, Mary. I need to calm down and understand what's going on right now. That house isn't mine? I thought since I was a husband, I would take the house in the divorce.
I've been telling you time and time again that my father built the house for me, and so it has nothing to do with you. It's my house. You have no rights or any other kind of power over the ownership of this house. Zip, zilch, nada. My father, the architect, built this house for his work as a demo house for his work. And when he was going to retire, he just gave the title over to me. Because, you know, I was his daughter and he practically built it for me to live in the future. And yet you're sitting here, divorced from me, saying that you think you have a right to live in this house? What the hell could you have been drinking, Steve? Why would it ever be in your name? I don't see how that could ever be the case.
I mean, that's true. I remember now, your father did build that house, didn't he? But I lived in that house too. For the longest time, we both lived in that house together. That means that the house at least partially belongs to me as well, right?
Why the hell would it be in your name at all? The title is in my name. I have been making payments on all the taxes that are required when you're a homeowner. To make things worse for you, I've been paying for the utilities too. You remember when you were unemployed for the longest time? I'm sure you were just living life in your pleasant little dumb brain without thinking about who's paying for what. You probably spent all of that money that you've earned and should have been spending on your wife and your home on your mistress to go have fun with her, right? I'm not sure who's the worst person in this whole thing. You had the gall to call me a bad wife? Gross.
Wait, seriously, you're not lying? I always thought that it was all being taken out of my paycheck. Oops.
If we took off all those fees, including taxes, out from your paycheck, you'd basically be left with a little over $10. And that's on a good month. Most months we're probably looking at being in the negatives. That's why I was paying for everything. All the while I was fighting my disease in hospital and taking my medications too. I'm okay now, so it doesn't really matter anymore, but the fact that you were never there for me and only running around playing silly little games with your stupid mistress, yeah, That was enough for me to never forgive anything and make sure that I would be getting a divorce from you, so...
Really? I don't know about any of that. I was pretty surprised about the house thing, I'm not gonna lie. But you're gonna be okay with me living there, right?
What? Are you serious right now? You're going to ask me to live with you after all this? That's not gonna happen.
Well, we're gonna split our property, right? I know that it's not like you just take everything. I lived with you for the longest time too, you know? You can't just chase me out of the house without any kind of trouble like that. It can't be that simple.
You didn't know anything about the house, and yet you want me to split some of the wealth, huh? Wow. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Steve, but I'm not going to share anything with you.
What? Why the hell not?
If anything, I'm going to be suing you for your money.
Suing me? What are you gonna sue me for, Mary?
I'm going to be suing you for the emotional damage incurred by your affair.
Wait, hang on, you can't do that. That's not possible. You've already got a divorce. Stop being so weird about all this.
I don't know what's so weird about any of this, Steve. I'm pretty sure I'm being fairly reasonable in all of this. The only reason that I wanted you to wait a little bit before we filed for divorce was because of that. I needed to talk to a lawyer to get everything settled while I collected evidence from you.
Evidence? You mean evidence about the affair? That's what you were doing while I gave you time?
Yeah, and thanks to you, I've completely finished getting everything ready for the court case. I'm going to have you pay for damages for the affair. There's no changing that at all. And I'm going to be sending all of the proof and content of the investigation to your company along with your parents. You're done, Steve. Do you understand what all of this means? Before you start talking about whose house is whose and how you want me to share my wealth, you need to get the hell out of my sight.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting you to be so harsh on me like that. Do you not have any kind of remorse or pity? You should take mercy on me, damn it! We've been married for 5 long years, Mary. You can't just cut me off like that.
Mia, I don't really care how long we've been married for. There is no mercy. There is no pity here. And you know what else? There is no love here either. I only see you as a failure of a human, someone I shouldn't have wasted 5 years of my life on. I want you to disappear completely from my life. How about you leave my house before I call the police on your ass?
That's literally what I just said to you a second ago.
Yeah, how did it take you this long for you to figure out that you're being completely illogical when you said you'd call the police on me? The only way that you're able to leave the house is after I'm sitting here practically evicting you from the home that you lived in for 5 years. What a loser. Seriously, I pity you.
How could you be so rude to me like that, Mary? You must be looking down on me like I'm some kind of idiot.
I hope that your mistress continues to love you even while you're sitting here with no home and a job that earns less than a high school paperboy. She's gotta stay in love with you with all that baggage and someone who's almost in his late 30s. I'm not sure how anyone could possibly stay attracted to a man like that, to be honest with you.
You don't have to be so harsh on me, Jesus! Just so we're clear, I can't just leave the house right now. It's just not possible. I gave you time to get prepared, didn't I? I need time to get prepared too. It's not fair if you just spring this on me.
I gave you the exact same amount of time to get prepared, didn't I? I literally warned you and said that you need to get prepared when I said I would need some time. I was honestly confused and wondering when you were going to pack up your stuff and get the hell out of my house.
I didn't know that I was supposed to leave the house at all. I thought I would be living there with my mistress after the divorce. I have no intentions of ever leaving that house, just so we're clear. I've been living there for all this time, do you hear me?
If you don't quit your whining and actually start packing your shit, I'm seriously going to call the police on you. You're the one that destroyed our house and family. It was all you. This is just karma coming to say hello. How about you give up already, Steve? Try to restart your stupid life with your own 2 feet, huh? And stop relying on your sick wife that you just want to call fat. It's my house. You need to come to terms with the fact and move out real soon, okay?
Come on, Mary, please. I was wrong about all of this, I swear.
What the hell? I really didn't expect you to ever apologize. What's going on?
If I don't have a home to live in, I'm seriously gonna be in big trouble. I don't have enough money saved up to move into a new home either. I need some time. What the hell do you want me to do, Mary? Are you gonna help me?
How about you just move into your mistress's house, huh? She lives with her parents, so I can't just say, hello, I cheated on my wife to have an affair with your daughter, but I was kicked out of my own home.
Come on, we've been married for so long, Mary. You can at least help me out, right? It's the last time.
You were trying to scare me into leaving a second ago. What's the difference between what you did and what I'm doing now?
That was all just a huge mistake, Mary. Do you understand?
I mean, your mistress doesn't live with her parents for sure, though. I know that much. Why don't you ask her for help there?
Wait, what?
I don't know what she was telling you at all, but I'm gonna give you a nice little piece of information. Just from what I know, she definitely doesn't live with her parents. It does seem like she's living with someone and doesn't live alone, but it's not her parents.
Are you telling me that she was lying then? That this whole time she wasn't telling me the truth?
Yeah, this is where I stop helping you. You go ahead and work out whatever is going on there with your stupid side hoe, okay? I'm gonna change out the locks on this house real soon, so I'll leave your stuff outside of the house so you're able to pick it up. If you don't pick it up by tomorrow, I'm going to be sending off all of your stuff to your office. Do you understand?
Wait, hang on. You don't have to be so cold about all this, do you, Mary? We were married for so long. Please don't abandon me like this. I'm begging you. Please come live with me again. I want to live my life with you.
I don't want to live with you at all. We've already gotten a divorce and everything is already filed. You need to get the hell out of my house, you rotten piece of shit. After a little while, Steve was found sleeping in the doghouse that was located in the yard of Mary's house. Without permission, of course. Mary called the police on him and they were able to chase him off the property and get a restraining order. In addition to all of that, when Steve asked the mistress about what was going on with where she lived and if she was already married, she just ran away from him like it was no problem. Steve was smart enough to follow her and figured out that she was already married. They both had to pay for all of the damages that happened when everything was brought to light, and it was a whole debacle. Mary got all of the damage payments from Steve and her house was basically brand new. She was able to sell it relatively quickly and use that money to buy a mansion and move into a new home. She completely moved on from Steve and has been living her life completely fulfilled and without a worry in the world. Completely opposite from Steve, who is homeless and currently drowning in debt. I wonder who got the better deal from this whole divorce.
Jordan, honey.
I'm working right now, Danielle. I can't answer the phone. But I can text you. What's up? Did something happen?
Oh, sorry. It's just that I feel kind of strange about something.
What's that?
I can't use my credit card. I don't know what I should do.
Huh?
I tried using your credit card for something and it didn't work the first time, so I tried going to different places and it wouldn't complete the payments every single time. I wonder why. Did I do something wrong?
Wait, hold on. You use my credit card? You don't use your own?
I never had my own credit card ever since I quit work, you know.
Is that so? But wait, how do you even have my credit card?
Did you forget? You gave it to me yourself, saying that I can use it in case of an emergency of sorts.
Did I really? Huh? But I guess something did happen? What did you try to use it for? You do know your allowance is deducted from my own salary, right? And that's used to get by on bills and food.
But I just didn't have enough to pay for something, is all. I was always using your credit card to pay for the difference, but this time I couldn't use it anywhere. Help me, honey.
Hold on a second. What do you mean by a difference? There's no way my salary doesn't permit you a good allowance, and we get some support to pay the rent. I don't think you should be so tight with money.
But what if I want to buy something I want? It just amounts to something I can't handle with my allowance. Being a housewife demands a lot from me on many different levels, you know?
Things you want, such as...
You know how a husband's worth is determined by how his wife looks? That's precisely why I have to choose wisely with what I wear, and that asks a lot of me. Beauty parlors and nail salons cost so much more than you think, Jordan. Without a credit card, I just can't do all that. Your salary is just barely able to cover everything you see. I need to keep your image as something grand and admirable, and that's why I'm using your credit card to buy things I believe will help you out. It's an obvious reason, right?
What do you mean, buy my image? You will be judging me as they look at my wife.
For example, the other mothers I'm going to meet in the near future.
We don't even have any children yet. Don't get ahead of yourself, Danielle.
Am I ahead of myself? But isn't it a little cute that I have a little bit of a careless, silly side?
What the actual heck? Danielle, I just had a look at the credit bill on my phone here. And it's been used up to its limit. And you've only used revolving payments?
It'll be stressful for you if such a large amount was deducted from your salary every month, right? Your wages just disappear so quickly, honey. It's actually sad. That's why I thought using revolving payments to only deduct the least amount of money would help you and me both. Aren't I the sweetest, kindest soul to walk the planet? I could actually be a genius. I don't mind a few compliments, honey bun.
I honestly have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Using this much money in the first, adding the fact that most of it is fashion shit, along with beauty stuff too. Huh? Why in the world is there a hotel name in here? What the hell is going on?
Aw, you can really check everything on your credit card bill nowadays, can't you?
You went to this place the same day as I went on a business trip. Who did you go to a hotel with? It also looks like you offered to pay for the entire thing.
I went with my friends, dear. They just really wanted to stay a few nights in a suite room in a nice hotel, so I kind of spoiled them on that occasion and paid for everything. What a kind person I am.
And why, pray tell, did you use my credit bill to pay for such a preposterous amount? Even I like to stay in a room like this, man.
Do you really? Well, then it's settled. That's what we're doing next time we go on a trip together.
That's not what I mean. Is this friend of yours a woman?
What? Yeah, she is.
Why would you offer to pay for something like that, in full no less?
I don't think that's any of your business.
It is my business, 1000%. That was my credit card you used to pay for it.
But we're married right now, so what belongs to you also belongs to me, right? Stop with the confusing stuff, honey. You're making me laugh.
Could you just tell me why you went to a ridiculous hotel like that? Just to relax with a girlfriend of yours?
Wait, what? What do you mean by ridiculous hotel?
The name on my credit bill is a suspicious name, and judging by how much the payment really was, this was definitely not an overnight thing. You just walked in for a little break and then walked out. What are you doing? A little break with a friend of yours sounds weird.
It's karaoke, Jordan. These kinds of hotels have private karaoke booths, you know. We were only having some fun singing and drinking, rest assured.
I don't believe you. This feels wrong. I cannot understand how demented someone's value of money could be of this scale. I can't take it anymore.
Take what, darling? Why can't I use your credit card anymore?
I thought I told you why. You used it up. You're at the maximum limit of usage. You just have to wait until the next payment's done. Even I've never used my own card this much.
Is that what happened? Then how about this for the credit card bill next month? I'll give you my allowance back. Economizing, right?
Wait, what? You brought this on yourself, Danielle? I've just about had enough. And now that I think about it, you never cook anything anymore. And nowadays, we sleep in different beds. I suspected something was up with you. but I never thought you were using my credit card to have an affair.
Huh? An affair? Oh, you're so funny, darling. You know I'd never do something like that, right?
You're having an affair, I know you are. I checked the hotel's website, and reservations are for one man and one woman. Only. If this isn't proof, I don't know what is.
He's a very ladylike person. And I only think of him as a friend, so you have nothing to worry about.
There's no damn way I have nothing to worry about. You went out of your way and spent a whopping $1,000 to spend a night with this man. This is just ridiculous. And who proclaims herself a housewife even though she never does any of the housework? And is only concerned about how she looks. You mentioned something about other mothers, but lest we forget, you were the one who told me you didn't want children just yet, right?
That's only because I don't want to get fat and I'm also still young. So I just want to enjoy my freedom a little while longer.
But you're 30 already, damn it! I left you to your gallivanting because I thought that was making you happy, but who would have you meant you wanted to mess around with other men? Well then, dear, your wish is my command. We're divorcing.
Wait, I can't go along with that. If we're gonna get divorced, at least give me the house, please. And some compensation, too. Make sure you provide enough so that I won't have any difficulties with my new life, all right?
What the hell do you think you're saying? You're the one who's gonna pay, Danielle. The compensation, any amount you paid behind my back using my credit card.
You know that's gonna be impossible. In any case, since we are still husband and wife, what's wrong with using your credit card? It's also your job to pay for what your wife would like to have, you know?
Look who's talking, little Miss Love Affair. Why the hell do I have to pay for my own wife's affair fees? On top of everything else we depend on in order to survive.
It's not an affair, I'm serious.
Huh? Serious? Then you're in deeper shit than I thought. Why don't you just get out of my house, now? How about you go crying into the arms of that serious partner of yours,
That's not what I mean. I don't want to bother him with something stupid like this. We've been together for 2 years now, and he means more to me than you ever will, Jordan.
You got moxie, Danielle. I'm gonna give you that much.
He's a little tight with money these days, so I'm only helping him out is all.
He's using you is what he's doing.
How dare you say something terrible like that? You should be thankful that you were able to marry a beautiful woman like me and pipe down.
I didn't marry you so I could become your damn fanny pack, Danielle. And also, your first excuse for being so concerned with your look is because I have to have my husband's image and whatnot. Well, all you really want to do is appear respectable for that bastard of yours, huh?
Well, I guess that is part of it, but it's still none of your business. Do you really want to divorce me, darling? It's not every day you get married to this drop-dead gorgeous woman that is Danielle Perkins, after all. It'll be fine, darling. You pay the money and I'll do my best to stay beautiful for you. I think it's a win-win situation. What do you think?
Like hell it is. I'm just an ordinary office man. And I don't particularly care about my image. It's only a bother for me if you go about dressing up like a stupid celebrity. In any case, thanks to this little mishap, all of my doubts and suspicions have all washed away. And I feel great now. We're getting a divorce. You're paying compensation for the affair. You're reimbursing me everything you paid for using my credit card. And last but not least, you're never frickin' talking to me again.
So you're just gonna throw me out just like that?
I'm surprised you're surprised. I did tell you I suspected something for a while. There were nights you never came back home at all. And you never told me anything about your schedule. And I finally understand everything. I'm so glad I got proof too.
What do you mean by proof? Any moron nowadays can fake a credit card bill. Maybe I really did stay the night with a woman that night. The information on the reservation website could very well be a mistake, right?
Sure, but remember, you confessed that you were indeed having an affair. And that is serious now, didn't you?
I never meant that.
Go ahead, delete the messages, Danielle. You're too late anyways. I took screenshots, and the proof's all intact. You did confess to your crime after all.
sorry, I never meant it in that way, honest. But I really can't do anything about compensation and stuff. I won't bother you anymore from now on, and I renounce using your credit card for anything. Please, forgive me, please?
Forgive you for what? Cheating on me? Misusing my credit card? Doesn't really matter. I have no intention of forgiving you for either of these. I already contacted my parents.
This is going too fast. There's nothing we can say to our parents yet.
We're getting a divorce, so it's freaking obvious. I expect you packed up and out of my house by the time I get home.
Where can I go, Jordan?
Maybe you should ask your lovey-dovey for help. In the event I find you at home, I will call the police.
But he also has a family, and I don't want to bother him.
Unbelievable. He has his own family, and yet he's willing to let someone else's wife pay for a night at a luxurious hotel. Yep, he's a good-for-nothing scumbag is what he is. 100%. But then again, so are you. So I guess you two really are made for each other. Well then, I'll leave you to your new life. And don't forget, I will get that money back. Prepare yourself, darling. Later on, Jordan hired a lawyer and discussed proceedings. And with the proof he'd saved on his phone, things went pretty smoothly. They went on demanding a signature on divorce documents and compensation from Danielle. She herself was told to leave the house or face the consequences. So she trusted her partner to help her and contacted him, only to be immediately blocked and muted because he thought things would get really difficult. He apparently never answered her calls again. And now, in order to pay for a credit card debt to Jordan, as well as a compensation, she borrowed money from her family. And she's currently working all-day shifts to pay them back.
Hey, Mark, where the hell are you? I've been looking around everywhere for you and I can't find you.
Mr. Brett, how you doing, sir? I've already left the office for the day. Is there something I can help you with, sir? I've already got on the bus home, though.
What the hell, Mark? You can't just leave on your own whim.
I'm sorry, sir. I just finished all the work that I needed to finish for the day, so I headed home. I did say something to you before I left the office like I normally do, but I'm not sure you heard me.
I don't really give a rat's ass, Mark. I didn't hear you say anything to me. Just hurry up and get your ass right back over here.
What do you mean right now? You want me to turn around? Did something happen that needs my attention? I thought I finished everything.
We're gonna go out for a few drinks tonight.
Wait, what?
You're always so annoying when it comes to going out for drinks and whatnot with your coworkers. I'm gonna make sure that you come today. You have to come today. You're not gonna be able to run away from this anymore.
No, I don't really drink at all. Not even a little sip. I think you know that though, right, Bus? I'm pretty sure I've told everyone around the office, including you, that I can't drink any alcohol. And that's the only reason that I don't really attend any of the drinking parties that everyone invites me out to. I usually do go to the parties that don't really revolve around alcohol though, like the new employee welcoming parties and whatnot.
I understand, but I don't have anyone around here that's willing to go out and have drinks with me, and the only person that I can think of is you. You've never actually come out with me to drink when it's a party that I've hosted. You need to get over here right now. Don't make any more excuses. You have no right to refuse this time. You must come.
But I literally told you that I can't drink.
I don't really care if you can't drink, Mark. You need to come and be around your boss while he drinks and talks to you. That's part of your job description, don't you understand?
I mean, okay, I kind of understand that logic, even though I don't completely agree with it, but I've already gone home for the day, so would it be alright if I go out with you another day, sir?
If you don't come right now, I'm gonna have you fired.
Wait, what? Fired?
You heard me. I didn't stutter. The sales record in our departments have been going down because you're such a drag and you never come out. You're causing unduly stress on the department. If you consider the fact that you're causing unduly stress to the people in the department, doesn't that make you reconsider coming? I would really hope that such an excellent team player such as yourself would come back and go out with me.
I'm not sure that logic sticks at all, and I'm pretty sure it's a stretch, sir. I'm no expert in HR, but I don't think any of that works. Okay, whatever, I'll go. Give me 1 second to turn back around, though. I'm not gonna drink, so I'm gonna drive my car back, though. I hope you can at least understand that. I was planning on heading home at least once anyway, so I'll drop off and pick up some stuff along the way.
You better haul your little ass, boy. I'll let you know as soon as the store is decided, got it? I want you to come over to the store that I've said I want to go to.
If possible, sir, would you be able to pick a store that has a parking lot? It would really be appreciated.
You really are such a drag, huh? Stop being so picky. Shut up and hurry up. Get over here. I'm allowing you to come to my drinking party. You should be honored that you're invited to come.
A drinking party? Party means that there will be other people joining us, right? Who else is going?
It's just gonna be me and you, buddy. You should be excited. Just the two of us.
I'm not sure I'd call that a drinking party, sir. I don't drink at all, and you're just gonna be drinking whatever you want to drink all alone. If anything, it's more like a party for me to observe you just drinking alcohol while I sip on some juice or something. Do you really need me to go there for that?
Shut up! You're just coming up with more excuses and reasons not to come. Hurry up and get your ass over here.
Okay, sir, I'll be on my way. As soon as I make it back home, I'll grab my car and stuff and drive over to whatever store you choose out. But I want you to know that I've got work tomorrow, so I have to go home as soon as we're done, and I can't stay out too late. If that's okay with you, then I'll head over.
Yeah, I'll think about letting you go when I decided that it's okay for you to go home. When I say, okay, Mark, you've really outdone yourself, go ahead and go home now, that's when you may go home. Otherwise, you're staying.
I'm not sure that's fair at all for me. I have work tomorrow. Whatever, the bus is about to be at my stop, so I'm gonna start walking home now. As soon as you figure out a place to drink, just let me know, okay, sir?
Gotcha, hell yeah. Alright, do me a favor and hurry up, yeah? I don't like waiting.
If it's around the company, then I could probably make it there in about 30 minutes or a little less. I'll be walking home now. We're at my stop. See you later.
Wait, hang on. Where did you park your car again, Mark? I need to know right now.
Parked it right in front of the store, sir. Why? Is that something that you wanted?
Oh, right, the parking lot. Okay, I gotcha. Give me 1 sec, buddy.
Wait, hold on. You're in the parking lot, sir? Or are you about to go out to the parking lot right now? I thought that you had gone to the bathroom this whole time. You didn't tell me you were leaving. You were pretty darn drunk, sir. Are you sure you should be out walking around alone? Do you think that you can make it back on your own? Do you want me to pay the bill so we can leave the store now?
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna borrow this car right now.
Wait, hang on, what? What are you talking about, sir? What do you mean you're just gonna borrow the car right now?
I saw the keys in your jacket hanging on the hanger. It was dangling all shiny-like, so I went ahead and did what I do. I borrowed it without permission.
Wait, I seriously can't find my keys right now. I'm not sure I understand what you're doing, sir.
I didn't come here with my car today. I left work on foot. If I try to go home using a cab or Uber or something, it's just gonna cost me money that I didn't need to spend. If I go home using the bus, it's gonna take me even longer than if I just borrowed a car that's conveniently placed right in front of me. That's why I've decided to allow you to lend me your car.
Wait, what? What do you mean, lend you my car? You want to borrow my car right now? If you want me to drive you to your house, I'll gladly drive you to your home. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure it's not too close, right? I'll go ahead and drive you.
No, seriously, don't worry about it. I can make it home by myself, thanks for the help.
What do you mean, thanks for the help? I didn't say that I would lend you my car, because I'm not going to lend you my car. Even if you hire someone to drive the car for you, please don't use my car to drive. I'm not giving you permission at all. Whatever, I'm just gonna take care of the bill for now, and then we can talk about it, And is that gonna be okay with you?
I'm going to borrow your car, Mark, and I'm gonna go home. What are you talking about, having someone drive the car for me? You must be crazy. Why would I ask someone else to drive? I can just drive myself, you idiot. Oh, what, did you think that I don't have a driver's license or something? I've been driving since before you were born, boy.
What? I think you're missing the point here, Brett. I really didn't think that you didn't have a license or anything. I just know that right now you're in no condition to be operating any kind of heavy machinery, including my car. I know how much you've had to drink, sir, and it's kind of alarming to me that you don't seem to know. You really can't be drinking and driving right now. Please come back and give me the keys.
Okay, I'm gonna go home now, so shut up. I'll give you your stupid car back tomorrow, okay?
What? What the hell are you talking about, Brett? Stop! Are you seriously trying to drive right now? No! You need to come back right now! Don't do it! I'm waiting for the check, so you just need to hang on just a moment. Please don't go driving my car while we're that drunk.
Ooh, sorry to break it to you, Mark, but you can just try and make it home on your own. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Later!
Boss? What's going on? Where the hell did you go, sir? You can't just take someone's car without their permission and drink and drive like that. Please come back right now. Brett, please answer the phone right now. You're worrying me.
Damn, Mark, I crashed the car.
Wait, what? Where the hell are you, sir? I've been trying to reach you for the longest time.
I don't know if your car's even drivable anymore. It might be totaled. I kinda crashed the car, so I drove away to make sure no one would see me.
Wait, what? What are you doing? You need to stop playing games right now. What in God's green earth are you talking about right now?
If you tell the company about any of this happening, you're fired, got it?
Wait, what? Are you being dead serious right now? Please tell me you're joking. Is this real life? Or am I in some really bad dream? First, you steal your co-worker's car key without him knowing about it, before you commit Grand Theft Auto. Then you decide you're totally fine to drive while intoxicated before crashing the car. Then, to top all of this off, you're currently blackmailing me by threatening to fire me if I say anything about anything. I feel like you're seriously losing your mind, Brett. You've just gone completely off the deep end.
Just promise me, damn it. I don't care about anything else. Promise me that you will not tell the company. If you don't understand that, then I'm going to fire you. It's that simple. Promise or be fired. Which is it gonna be?
You're just full of surprises, aren't you, Brett? I can't believe the nerve, the audacity you have to come at me with threats right now. Didn't your mom teach you any kind of manners or any semblance of common sense? I really can't believe what's going on. I feel like this is some terrible TV show.
Oh my god, stop the rambling. Just shut up and swear you won't tell anyone. If you don't want to be fired, you will not be telling the company about anything that happened tonight. Do you understand?
I've always had a sneaking suspicion that you're a piece of shit, you know? I just didn't realize that it was this bad. You're seriously way too rotten for your own good. You're gonna completely ignore the fact that you wrecked my car while driving under the influence, and threaten to fire me if I tell the company about what happened tonight. You really think that you're able to decide whether or not I get fired after this whole ordeal?
Of course I'm able to fire you. I'm literally your boss. If you don't listen to everything I say, then you're going to be fired. That's how this whole place food chain works. How have you not figured this out already after being an adult for so long?
You know, I'm kind of impressed that you're not embarrassed by what you're saying right now. I think I understand what you're trying to tell me right now. Wish I didn't, though.
Okay, so that means you swear then, right? You don't tell the company that I crashed your car because I was drinking and driving. You keep it to yourself. If you don't want to be fired, then you need to listen to the orders that I give you as your boss without any complaints, got it?
Yes, sir, I read you loud and clear.
Alrighty, that's all I wanted to hear from you.
I swear to you that I won't be telling the company about any of this at all. That's all you want me to swear about, right?
I'm glad that you're on board with this. You've really made me feel better. I might even be willing to help you out a little bit. Maybe I can put in the good word for you to be promoted later on, huh? How do you feel about that? You should be happy right now.
Okay, sure, and? Where are you right now?
Huh? What?
I'm saying, where is my car located right now, and where are you? Are you still with my car?
No, I'm already heading home in a taxi already. I'm about halfway home from where I crashed your car. Your crashed car is in some corner somewhere. I screwed it up by handling it and I hit the lamppost somewhere. It kinda just snuck up on me, you know what I mean? Some old-ass dude was mumbling something when I got out of the car, but I'm sure it'll all be okay, you know?
You're seriously the worst scum of the earth.
I'm so glad and relieved that you swore to me that you won't tell anyone. If this kind of thing leaks into the company, you have no idea what kind of mess I would be in. It would start affecting my trust among the other companies and people around me, you know? I want to just avoid all the annoying things that could get a little hairy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think that most people would think that normally. And if I was just a regular employee, I might have just listened to what you had to say and took it to heart. I might have just actually done everything that you wanted me to do with no questions asked.
What? What are you talking about? Wait, you're not planning on snitching, are you? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? You swore to me. You swore that you wouldn't tell the company about any of this at all.
I won't tell anyone about this. At least not to our company.
What are you trying to say right now, Mark?
You're just concerned with me not telling the company. If I don't tell them, you're happy, right? That means that if I go directly to the police without talking to the company, then I'm not breaking any promises and you shouldn't have any problems with it.
Wait, what? The police?
You realize that my vehicle was involved in a traffic accident by a drunk driver who stole my keys from my jacket while I wasn't looking. I don't know how many felonies that is, but I'm sure it's more than enough to send you to jail. Did you really think that I would just let all of this go? That I would just close my eyes and pretend nothing happened? You really need to start snapping out of it. Maybe you're still drunk or something. Did you really think you can just get away with this terrible crime? That you can just run away and blackmail me to get away with all of it?
Wait, hang on a second. The police? You must just be yanking my chain, right? You're joking?
Yeah, I'm not joking at all. Why would I be yanking your chain about something this serious? You realize that I'm a victim in all of this, right? You stole my vehicle. You didn't just take the last piece of my gum.
No, come on. I didn't steal it. It's not like that. I just borrowed it for a little bit, man. I was totally planning on returning it to you by tomorrow, man. No harm, no foul, right?
I'm sorry, but I can't keep up with the drunk ramblings of some old criminal who wants to make a bunch of excuses. I'm going to be reporting this to the police and authorities. Of course, I'll be submitting all evidence of you drinking and driving to the authorities as well. Don't worry about that.
Wait, what? Why? That drinking and driving part had nothing to do with anything.
I know that you ran away because you wanted to avoid being caught and driving, right? I'm not an idiot, sir. Please don't treat me like one. You're not going to be getting out of this with some excuses. You're going to have to face your crimes. The store has the security cameras, and I'm positive that you're in them. You were caught drinking and a few minutes later stealing my keys, and yet another few minutes later driving away in a stolen vehicle. Even if none of the security cameras worked, the store employees definitely know that you were drinking. It's not like you had a single beer or anything. You practically single-handedly drank them dry. I think we have more than enough evidence to prove this. I'm of course going to testify against you, by the way. Like I said earlier, you're definitely not going to get away with this.
Hang on, Mark. Let's just take a breather for a second. Let's just both calm down and talk about this like civilized men.
I think I'm actually pretty calm considering the situation you threw me into. Let's just recap what happened. You stole my car keys from my jacket while I was in the bathroom. Then you proceeded to steal my vehicle and crash it into a lamppost. I'm actually kind of impressed by how calmly I'm handling the situation myself.
I see, and I understand. You're totally right, Mark. I can totally see how you feel. But you gotta understand it from my view. I really didn't mean for any of this to happen. I really was just surprised that that lamppost turned out to be a lot closer to the car than I'd realized. You realize that literally no one in this world drives expecting to be in a car accident, right?
The point is, you were so intoxicated, you couldn't see the difference between Satan and God himself. You were that inebriated that yet you're still trying to get in your co-worker's car without his permission to drive yourself home. You're nuts. Besides, your one wish was that I don't tell anything to the company. Well, your wish has come true. I'm not going to tell the company. If I'm keeping my side of the promise and not telling the company, you really have no reason to complain at all.
What? What the hell are you talking about, Mark? You know exactly what I meant. I'm not sitting here trying to listen to you joke about me this whole time. I need to talk seriously. Stop talking crazy about the police or something, man. You can't do that to me. I guess you're okay with being fired and being jobless, huh? You're gonna be evicted and homeless if you do that.
I really don't think that if you do somehow manage to fire me, or try to fire me anyway, that the HR guys are really gonna take you seriously and just let this go unnoticed. They prefer to not have any kind of lawsuits.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Whatever, your trust is gonna disappear. It's just not gonna exist anymore amongst your peers. I mean, to be fair, I don't think most of the people in the office trusted you at all to begin with, but I digress. You're gonna cause this whole ruckus and headache for me and still try to threaten to fire me? Are you being serious right now? Let's just be real, Brett. You're not gonna be able to do that. Just use the 2 brain cells you have available to you. I'm just a regular old victim in all this. I've done nothing wrong or worthy of being fired at all.
No, come on, calling yourself the victim now? That's exaggerating a little bit, don't you think?
Do you realize what you've done to me, Brett? You stole my car and then proceeded to wrap it around the lamppost. You bet your sweet ass I'm gonna have you pay me in full for a replacement, or at least have it repaired. You're also gonna have to face the fact that you were drinking and driving. There's no getting away from that. Is that all really that crazy to say? I feel like it's all pretty common sense, right? You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Hang on, you're seriously gonna do this to me? What the hell did I ever do wrong? Come on, Mark, calm down. I just had to do the right thing for me at the time, man. I wanted to drive myself home because I wanted to save a little time and money. Why does all this have to happen to me? I didn't do anything wrong. Why would you have to do this to me?
This literally wouldn't happen if you just didn't take my car. Have you finally learned your lesson that if you do something wrong, it's gonna come back to you in a worse way? You cannot be drinking and driving, ever. It's never gonna be acceptable. And even if I don't tell the company about any of it, they're definitely gonna find out on their own. You're gonna get fired from the company, and you might even end up with a criminal record for all of this. You realize that that's the consequence for everything that you've done today?
Please, I'm begging you, don't file a report with the police. Please, just take it all back. Don't do it.
I'm gonna give you a solid and resounding no. I'm reporting this.
Why the hell would you do that? I'm your boss, okay? Don't you understand that you need to listen to me? I've already been taking great care of you up until this point as my employee. You don't feel like you owe me anything? Like you can't just let this little thing go by just this once?
I'm only doing the right thing, Brett. This isn't personal towards you. You're the one that did the wrong thing, and now you're trying to cover your tracks so that no one finds out. Yeah, you're in the wrong.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's not entirely wrong, but...
Have you finally figured out that maybe you're in the wrong after I broke it all down for you? I'm gonna go report this whole thing to the police now, and have them file a report. It might be better off for you if you just turn yourself into the police before they launch a formal investigation. I'm sure you're just gonna get caught anyway, Mr. Criminal. Mark ended up going to the police immediately and filed a police report, claiming that his boss had stolen his vehicle and drove it intoxicated, later crashing into a lamppost. He was in hiding for the first day of it, probably because he was too scared to move, but the police showed up to his office and they apparently arrested him on the spot. Talk about poetic justice. Of course, this whole thing became an issue for the company and he was fired on the spot, no questions asked. People around him were also pretty taken aback by what they had heard that he did, and no one wanted to have his back for any of it. Mark was actually promoted because he took the brave steps in calling out someone's bad actions, even when they were potentially catastrophic repercussions. Brett didn't realize that his actions would cost himself his career and potentially several years of his life. Since Mark wasn't going to be seeing Brett anymore, he didn't seem to care about it at all. Brett really shouldn't have tried to use Mark the way he did, because Mark had a strong sense of right and wrong. I guess that's where Brett completely ran out of luck. What the hell, man? What are you thinking? You really thought that was funny? You totally spilled that water on me on purpose, right? You didn't do that on accident at all. Why the hell would you do that to me at my welcoming party? Did I do something to offend you or something?
What? I don't know what in the world you're talking about, John. I think you're just victimizing yourself. But if you think that you're being disliked, maybe you should really think deep down and ask yourself why someone would really dislike you. I mean, honestly, you call yourself a working class adult, right? You should be able to figure out why someone wouldn't like you.
No, I really can't think of anything at all. Why don't you go ahead and lie to me, Scott?
See, you always want someone to tell you instead of just trying to figure it out by yourself. You're such a spoiled little brat. You realize that is one of the most characteristic traits of someone who's totally useless at work, right? If you're not someone that we could use at work, why don't you just quit the company for everyone, huh? Myself included.
What do you mean I'm useless? I haven't even had a chance to prove myself at all because I haven't started working yet. It's a company, and I understand, accept even, that we will be judged based on the amount and quality of work that we do. I'm not disagreeing with you there. However, I don't really like that you're judging me when I haven't even had the chance to do any work at all. It's actually extremely offensive, and I want you to cut it out.
Yap. You just talk way too much, man. You realize the situation you're in and who you're talking to, right? Do you understand that you're someone who doesn't seem to catch what people are thinking without them explicitly telling you? And when you start talking, everyone around you gets real tired of listening to your yapping and start getting real woozy and sleepy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how any of that or how entertaining I am has to do with how good I am at working.
I don't even like how you're so calm either. Don't you have emotions? Come on, man. You're just a high school graduate who looks down on the people around you. Seriously, you better stop looking down on people like that because some of us are actually educated unlike you.
Ah, high school graduate. That's what you were talking to me about. So you really care about my education, huh? Is that why you don't like me working at this company? Because I haven't even gone to college and I'm working at the same company as you?
This company's not a place where someone of your low educational background should be working. This is a place reserved for the highest working class men. You do know about this company, right? You can't be that stupid to where you don't even know where you're working. This company is one of the top of the food chain corporations that people want to work at as soon as they leave college. It's the best place you could work in the contiguous United States, you understand?
Yes, of course I'm aware of that. I did apply here and get the job, and I'm still failing to see how this is relevant to what you said before.
I've graduated top of the class in one of the most top-of-the-line colleges in the States. Do you understand how many other graduates I had to beat out to get this position? I think you should be able to connect the dots. You're not the kind of person that should be working in this company. Let me guess. You used some kind of dirty tactic to get in, right? Maybe you paid off the right people or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure that this company is the kind of company that some dirty high school graduate will be able to pay off the right person to get into, right? Or is that all you think about this company?
Stop being such a smartass, John. You know what I mean. Just you watch, smart boy. I'm gonna make sure to expose you to everyone so they know the dirty tricks you played to get into this company.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to see you go for it, Scott. Good luck.
Vice President, sir? I'm just checking in on things and seeing how well they're going over there with Scott. Are things going well?
Honestly, it's worse than I'd anticipated. I can't believe that someone that bad was in the department. How did he get into this company? However, just because of how rude he was, doesn't mean that he's the kind of person to be embezzling company money. I need to make sure about this because it's a serious accusation. Based on how he is behaving and what he's saying, he does seem to really care about the company. He seems to have a tremendous amount of respect for the company itself as well, but...
No, sir. I believe that you're mistaken in that point. He doesn't have a tremendous amount of respect for the company. He has a tremendous amount of respect for the amount of respect and status that being employed here brings him. I've actually caught wind that he's in the market right now for a new job as well. I don't know how true this is, but I don't think we could put it past him. I think he's getting tired of working here as a regular employee with no actual managerial position. He thrives off of control and ownership, so he should be wanting more soon.
I see. So he's using the company name to bring up some level of status and respect to himself, huh? Such a dirty and lame way of doing things.
Yes, sir. He does seem to want to get promoted more so than anyone else, and he's got more pride than you can imagine. If anything, I think he's probably annoyed with the company and how much they haven't already promoted him to the position he deserves. He's been going around to a lot of nightclubs, handing out his business card and bragging to a bunch of girls as well, so I really think he's just doing this for as long as it works out in his favor.
Nightclubs?
Yes, sir. He goes out every night to go bar hopping and spends the night in a nightclub before going home or coming to work. Apparently there's a girl that works at a certain nightclub called Rachel that he has really taken a liking to. I spoke to one of his subordinates about his little habit that he likes to brag about. He claims that Scott more than likely has been spending over $150,000 on her with ease. Lord knows he likes to brag about how much money he has.
I see. So there's plenty of motive there for him to want to embezzle company money to use for her.
I mean, I can't say for sure that that's the case, but I think that he's definitely suspect number one on the short list of names that might have stolen from the company.
Alright, I'll go ahead and keep digging then. Thank you for all your hard work, Gary. You're really helping me out.
Yes, sir, thank you. We're definitely counting on you, but I'm really not sure if you needed to go into the field to find out for yourself, sir. You could have asked one of us to go for you.
He doesn't know what I look like. He really believes that I'm just a new employee that recently joined the company. I want to keep this up because it's very easy for me to play the role to fool him. Apparently, he doesn't seem to like me at all, but I think that if I keep this thing going, he'll screw up and show or tell us something that he really should keep to himself. I think that I'm the perfect person to be trying to extract information from him.
Okay, sir. However, I'm not sure how to put this, but I feel like maybe you're a little too straight-edged to be conducting a corporate espionage. Maybe we need someone who's more willing to lie?
What do you mean straight-edged?
Oh, nothing, sir. Please ignore my rambling. Anyway, I'll be glad to continue supporting you while you work on your mission. Thank you for your hard work and effort, and I look forward to hearing back from you, sir.
That was all that about, Scott. What are you doing?
What? What do you mean, what am I doing? I threw beer on you as a form of celebration, of course. What, can't you take a little joke, John? Haven't you watched the baseball games and whatnot? Every time they have a win, the players will all throw champagne on each other. Same thing. I mean, I know I said something else earlier, but I decided that I would be the bigger man of the two of us and, you know, cheer for your arrival to this company. You must have been having a blast. Come on, be honest with me, John. You were so excited and happy to have me cheering for you, right? You don't have to hide it from me, I understand.
Are you not embarrassed at all for acting like a child in front of all the other employees? I mean, seriously, you're behaving like some kind of elementary schooler who doesn't like someone, so you bully them.
What? You want to talk trash to me? You should be the one that's embarrassed, John. You're the one that joined this company instead of going to college to get an actual education. Look, the point of the matter is that I cheered you on while you were just some uneducated loser with no qualifications at all. I think if anything, the other employees must have really grown to respect me considering I had the kindness to celebrate your arrival.
Yeah, I don't think so. If we were both looking at the same thing, it definitely looked more like everyone was pretty uncomfortable from what you did.
You can say whatever you want to. It doesn't matter to me anyway. I don't care what everyone thinks about me. I'm just gonna be leaving this crappy company anyway.
Huh? You're already gonna quit this company? You haven't been here that long, have you?
Oh yeah, I don't like this company anyway. It's not enough. I need to go to a company that's actually more suited for me. I'm sure the upper corporate executives will try and stop me, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. It's my life, so you know, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to without having people tell me what to do.
Ah, I see. So you're trying to run away before you get caught red-handed for everything you've done, is that what it is?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself about something.
Honestly, dude, I really think it's in your best interest for you to just quit your job too. You shouldn't stick around too long. I don't think you'll be able to keep up with all the work that's being done around here, considering how inexperienced and uneducated you are here.
Yeah, this company where we employ people who are childish and immature, willing to pour beer on newly hired employees? I don't know about that, buddy. I don't think that a company who has you in their employ is necessarily a very high-class corporation.
What? Immature and childish? I don't want to hear you telling me about that. Did you really think that I would have welcomed you on board when I'm such a high-class, top-of-the-level elite college grad, and you're just a low high school graduate? I seriously cannot stop laughing when I remember your goofy ass covered in beer and being all stinky and smelly.
You know, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm your boss.
Huh? What?
I'm not sure I can hold this back anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and explain everything to you, okay? I'm not some random new hire for the company. Maybe that's what everyone has been led to believe, but I've actually been contracted to become the next vice president for the company a few years ago. Unfortunately, the previous vice president couldn't finish off his business before my contract started, so my residency has been off-put slightly.
What? You're telling me that you're the vice president? You? I mean, I did hear about the potential new vice president coming into the company. That part I know is true. You must be delusional if you think a high school grad like you is gonna be the next vice president for a company of this scale. Besides, you were literally introduced to everyone in the company as a new hire. They would never introduce you as a new hire if you were gonna be the next vice president, you freaking idiot.
You know, I'm just gonna be frank with you. That whole thing was just a lie.
What do you mean it was a lie? What about the new company welcoming party, yeah? Was that just a lie too? You really need to cut back on all the drinking and paint fume huffing, buddy. You're seriously losing it. Imagine some 20-something-year-old high school graduate becoming the next vice president, huh? You're just nuts.
Oh yeah, that was also a lie, you know? I actually attended a college in the States.
Wait, what?
I said I actually attended college in the States and skipped a couple years. After I graduated early, I started working in America where I worked for a little while. And the company that I was working at actually signed a contract with the company that you're working for right now. I know, what a small world, right? So that was just my foot in the door. And then after that, I was scouted as a vice president by this company. I was really interested in the company to begin with, so I had no qualms working here.
Yeah, whatever. You really should go and get an MRI at the hospital or something. You must have hit your head too hard or something.
If you think I'm lying, why don't you just talk to the section chief?
Yeah? You sure you want to do that, though? I'm seriously going to ask him what's going on. You really don't want to just accept that you're lying? Alright, give me a second, you idiot. I'm gonna go look for him. So, after checking in with him, it sounds like you really are the vice president of this company, huh? I believe you. Damn it, this is totally not fair! You really tricked my ass, didn't you?
You know, for someone who just figured out they're talking to the actual vice president of the company, you don't seem to have changed your attitude at all.
I'm gonna quit this company anyway. You remember what I was saying? I guess you're still pretty stupid, huh? There's literally no reason for me to actually sit here and pretend like I respect you when I clearly don't.
I thought that you were some top-of-the-class elite worker. Are you sure you're just gonna let things go like that without considering the rippling effect you might have on things down the line? I mean, you're literally talking to the vice president of the top-of-the-line corporation within the nation. You keep it up. You know what might happen to you, huh? You might find it awfully difficult to find a new job at any company in this area of expertise, huh?
Huh? Oh, is that really true, sir? I'm sorry, I wasn't aware.
I mean, I'm not saying that that sort of thing will happen for sure, 100%, But if you really are an invaluable employee working at this company, then you wouldn't just lose your mind right now and start getting mad at me when you're the one who was clearly at fault for the whole interaction.
No, yeah, let me explain. It wasn't exactly like I was getting mad at you, per se.
It's really too late for you. This whole story will be spread far and wide to every corner of every inch of the industry. And you deserve it. You realize that almost every employee that attended that party saw you pour all that beer on me, right? And that's putting it nicely. You actually threw that beer on me from halfway across the room. I don't think there's a single corporation that would be willing to hire you at all. You're just a huge liability. A lawsuit waiting to happen.
But no! Come on, I understand now. I won't quit this company anymore. I promise to do better working for this wonderful company.
I'm sorry, but I don't want trash like you working for my company. I need you to pack your shit and get the hell out ASAP. Are we clear with each other?
What? You're gonna fire me? After all I've done for this company?
Hey man, you were already planning on quitting, right? This just expedites the process and makes you not have to make the decision. I've just made the decision for you. Like I said earlier, you need to pack your things and leave by the end of this business day. Do you understand me? Don't make me say this again.
Wait, hang on, no. Just hang on 1 second. I need to work this job, please don't do this to me. At least let me know what I should do for my next position. I can't just look for another position if you're gonna make me look bad in front of everyone.
If you don't pick and choose, then you should really have no issue finding another job real quick.
Wait, hang on just a second. I don't understand what's going on right now. What the hell? Besides, why would you even pretend to be the new employee? You're literally the vice president. Why are you...
I asked the corporate employees and asked them to let me pretend to be a new hire, just to see how things were going. I wanted to pretend to be a new hire so that I could get close to a certain employee who we suspect is guilty of certain things.
Certain suspicions? Which are...
Yeah, let me elaborate. There's this employee named Scott that is apparently suspected to be embezzling company money.
Wait, what? Embezzlement money? I'm sorry, sir. I'm not following where this is going.
Just tell me the truth, Scott. You've been making fraudulent receipts and submitting them to accounting to take several tens of thousands of dollars from the company, no? I can just call the police right now, but I wanted to give you a chance. They'll take you away in a heartbeat with the amount of evidence I've been able to gather on everything.
I haven't done any of that. I promise, I didn't do that. I would never do such a thing.
I'll tell you what, Scott, how's this then? If you just admit to the embezzling of company money, then I'll take back the whole thing with you getting fired or me spreading the news about your beer incident within the industry. If you consider that, I'm not going to do any of the things that I said I would. Then this really is a sweet deal for you.
What? Are you being serious right now, or are you just messing with me again?
Yeah, if you just admit the embezzlement of corporate money and submit proof that you definitely did it on your own without my help. If you do that, you won't be fired. You won't have to worry about being out of a job and being unemployed. You should be happy about that. You should be able to go see your dearly beloved Rachel again.
You know about Rachel already? How did you know about her in the nightclubs?
Yeah, of course, just like I said. There's more than enough evidence for you to be found out. It won't take too long for me to find more evidence of your embezzlement. Just think about it, my guy. Just admit that you've done everything wrong. You'll feel much better about everything, okay?
Okay, fine, okay, I did it. I'm so sorry for that, but it was me. I did take out some extra cash from the company by making fake receipts and sending them to the accounting. I had so many loans that I was just up to my neck in loans and I didn't know what else to do. Rachel said that she wanted to go on a boat trip or something, and then she said that she wanted to get a necklace, and it just never stopped. I just had to keep on buying her things.
You know, you should really be ashamed of yourself and all of the mistakes that you've made, rather than trying to make fun of someone who hasn't had the opportunity to go to a higher teaching institution like you. I'm sorry to break this to you, Scott, but you're definitely fired. You're gonna have to leave this company by the end of the day.
Wait, what?
Did you really think that I could keep someone who's embezzling corporate money around in the company? I would never allow such a thing to happen in my offices. You're finally free now, so I need you to get the hell out of the office. Do you understand me? Please do not make me say this another time.
No, wait, hang on. You just promised me a second ago that you wouldn't do that, though. You wouldn't do such a thing to break a promise, would you? That's not okay! You said that if I were to tell you the truth about everything, then you would forgive me, man!
I'm sorry, I know what I said and that I'm breaking my promise, but this was the only way that I could get you to talk. I really cannot handle your attitude at all. I tried to be patient, but I just didn't have enough patience. I didn't have any kind of actual evidence that you did it, but alas, I let myself get found out as the vice president of the company.
What? Why would someone who isn't that clever like that actually be a part of an undercover operation like this?
You know, with regards to that, I actually kind of agree with you. I was just having a little fun to spice up my daily life is all. Sorry about that.
Wait, but that's not okay! You can't just pull this kind of stunt on me! I'm sure that this wouldn't work in the court of law, right? Lying and deceiving someone to do this, to try and make someone confess like that, it just wouldn't be something that you should do! It's not okay!
Yeah, I didn't want to do this either, but you really didn't leave me any choice. You covered your tracks well, so I had to do what I had to do. I actually hate when people don't do things the right way. So I will do everything that I need to make sure that I make things right.
Damn it! Damn it!
By the way, about the whole beer thing. The suit I was wearing while you decided it would be funny to throw beer at me? It was a specially tailored $5,000 suit. I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna pay me for that as well. Just a heads up. I can't wear that suit anymore because it literally reeks of booze. So make sure you pay me for that. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna be suing you for defamation charges. You did throw beer on me in front of all my employees.
Wait, hang on, please. I already have so many loans taken out right now for everything I wanted to pay for. I can't pay for damages in your suit. I just don't have that kind of financial power right now. I'm sure to someone who's the vice president of the company this big, it's just a drop in the pond, right?
So you want me to just let that go for you? Pretend it never happened? I hate letting things go, Scott. I don't like when people do wrong things and get away with it. If you make a mistake, then you need to pay the price and fix everything that's wrong.
But if I leave this department, then this department will fall apart. This department needs me.
Oh, don't worry about that. I already spoke to a lot of the other employees in the department. They all said that you were just a drag and they would be perfectly fine without you. You really were despised among all of your coworkers. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
What? But what? That's not possible. How could they dislike me? I thought we all really got along.
I think you need to think to yourself and figure it out. If you just think real hard, you might figure it out. You should be able to think of a few reasons that someone might dislike you. You're a working class adult. After he figured out that there was no one left in the office that would take his side, he decided that it was about time for him to leave the company and left on his own will. In addition to the embezzlement charges, he was also charged with harassment of his employees, inappropriate behavior, and also unnecessary and demeaning acts of assault in a public location. He was forced to pay an ungodly amount of damages. Like he had mentioned, he was already drowning in debt and being sued. He had too many payments to make. To make things wrong, the industry has been made of all of his wrongdoings and terrible rumors. He was barely even able to live a regular life anymore. He was struggling extremely hard. He eventually went to the girl at the nightclub, Rachel, to help him out. But of course, we all know how that ended. She quit the club and disappeared on him, never to be found again. He ran out of places where he could speak his mind, so he had to go home and just be a shut-in for the rest of his days. I, on the other hand, have been working tirelessly as vice president of the company. I use this whole thing as a training lesson for my right-hand man, Gary, to work hard together. Gary and I both are going to be on high alert for any kind of bad working environments and relationships.